Good morning and welcome, everyone. On behalf of Mayor Walsh, Trin Nguyen, the Director of the Office of Workforce Development, and the Project Opportunity team, and our partner in Impact, Mass Hire Downtown Boston, I'm pleased to welcome you to this morning's CORI-Friendly Job Training and Education Resource Fair, hosted by Project Opportunity and Mass Hire Downtown. My name is Bethany Sirota, and I'm the Deputy Director of Programs and Operations for the Mayor's Office of Workforce Development. I want to take a moment to really thank Mayor Walsh for the charge to better support residents impacted by CORI and our returning citizens, to Trin Nguyen, the Project Opportunity and OWD team for lending their brilliance and support to really ensure that Project Opportunity has had great impact in our community through both our CORI sealing and expungement program and by lifting up CORI-friendly employment and job training and educational opportunities such as today. Since Project Opportunity's launch, our virtual panels have reached over 400 people, and we've served over 300 residents in our CORI sealing and expungement program in partnership with the Lawyers Clearinghouse. So today, for our last panel of 2020, we have had about 13, many of which are available on the Project Opportunities website, so certainly check that out. So today our focus is really on highlighting CORI-friendly job training and education resources in the city of Boston for residents impacted by CORI and returning citizens. I want to give a special thanks and shout out to our presenting partners today. We have representatives from the City of Boston City Academy CDL program, Suffolk Construction, ABCD Hopes program, CodeSquad, Community Work Services, Dress for Success, JVS's Adult Diploma, and Bridges to College and Careers programs, Project Place, Resilient Coders, Suits and Smiles, and the Urban League of Eastern Massachusetts. I'm hoping I covered everyone. If I missed you, I will make sure to acknowledge you. So we thank you all, our partners, and welcome you. We're so fortunate to have such an esteemed panel with us today, lifting up such amazing resources. We encourage all of our residents, anyone watching, service providers, really engage with today's presenters during the event using the chat and the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen. And also know that this presentation is being recorded and will be available for folks' reference on the Project Opportunity website, along with previous recordings from other virtual events. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to the Project Opportunity team to introduce themselves and their work with Project Opportunity and to better serve residents impacted by CORI. And then we'll turn it back over to Susan from Mass Hire Downtown Boston, who's going to be the moderator for today's panel. So with that, I'm going to start with Dr. Rufus J. Falk, who is the Director of the Mayor's Office of Public Safety, and then the rest of the Project Opportunity team. Dr. Falk?
Thank you, Bethany. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rufus J. Falk, Director of Public Safety for the Mayor's Office. Been in this role for about a year and a half now, and it's been an honor to be a part of this Project Opportunity mission. Our real focus was to make sure that we are providing opportunity, so to say, for individuals who have been impacted by CORI. We recognize that many of the individuals that we work with want to make that transition to a more sustainable life, and oftentimes their CORI has been a barrier. So recognizing that, we wanted to do everything that we could to sort of try to alleviate that barrier. And with Project Opportunity in partnership with Lawyers Clearinghouse, we are offering free legal services for individuals to possibly get their CORI sealed or expunged. And that was removing very, very large barrier from a lot of individuals who are trying to progress in their life. The Office of Public Safety, our main task is to sort of identify gaps and address them. And Project Opportunity is one of our initiatives in doing so. So it's been amazing to be a part of this initiative. And thank you for trekking through the snow to be a part of this today. We appreciate you. I'll pass it to Kevin Sibley from Office of Returning Citizens.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kevin Sibley. I'm the Executive Director for the Mayor's Office of Returning Citizens. And the Mayor created the Office of Returning Citizens under the Office of Public Safety in 2017 because the Mayor believes in second chances, as do I, as do everyone on this line. So the Office of Returning Citizens helps individuals in 4 very specific areas: transitional housing, employment, healthcare, and education. And in this area, we are extremely, extremely lucky to be in partnership with Project Opportunity, because we often encounter individuals who have questions about CORI or CORI-related positions that may come up. So we're just so thankful for the leadership of Bethany and Dr. Falk and the team over at the Mayor's Office of Workforce Development to be moving in this direction. So thank you very much. We have a lot to cover today, so let's get to it. And Bethany.
Thanks, Kevin and Dr. Falk. Davo, do you want to talk about SOAR and introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Good morning. Hope everybody's safe and well. My name is Davo Jefferson. I'm the Service Delivery Manager for SOAR Boston, formerly the Street Workers Program. We recently relaunched, rebranded, and we are now SOAR Boston. SOAR stands for Street Outreach, Advocacy, and Response, and we are the city's response to gang activity. Our job is to help change the life trajectory of gang-involved youth. So I'm happy to be a part of this work that's being done here today to address some of the issues that having a CORI would have present to people. So thanks again for allowing me to be a part of this. And I pass to Susan.
Excellent. Thank you, Davo. Good morning, everyone. My name is Susan Buckey. I am the Director of Employer Engagement at Mass Hire Downtown Boston. We're delighted that you're here today and so thrilled that you don't have to worry about trekking through the snow and getting to a destination, because hopefully you're all safe and sound wherever you are and not having to deal with this. Although I took a walk this morning and it was beautiful. So I encourage you to get out if you can. Okay, so we have a packed agenda. As I am from Mass Hire Downtown Boston, I also want to say to everyone who's participating today that Mass Hire Downtown Boston is also here for you to support you through any training, career exploration, and job search that you might be going through. We have a ton of resources. I will touch upon those later on and actually give you a very quick tour of our website. But for now, I want to get right to the business of these wonderful presenters who are here with us today. As I said, we have a lot of them, and each of them is going to have 5 minutes to share. I am going to be timing everyone just for the sake of fairness. And if you hear a ring in the background, that's me and my phone telling you that you need to kind of wrap things up so that we can get to the next presenter. So we're going to go in alphabetical order just because that's the most creative thing I could come up with. So, so I'm going to pass it off to Ryan Brennan and Jennifer Almeida from ABCD Hopes program. Take it away. You can unmute and share your screen when you're ready.
Thank you very much. I'm going to turn my camera off so you can see me better or hear me better. And then Susan, do you mind just sharing the flyer?
Yeah, no problem. You go ahead and start talking, and it will take me a second to find it.
Well, I want to thank everybody for being here today, the panelists, the attendees. I really appreciate being able to speak with everybody and share the HOPES program. The HOPES program is a grant program that is working directly with the National Restaurant Association. We have Jennifer Almeida here with me with the Massachusetts Restaurant Association. And collaboratively together, what we're able to do is we're looking to specifically work with 18 to 24-year-olds who do have a CORI or have ever been justice involved or returning citizens. I'm looking to create a career track in culinary or in restaurant and hospitality food service. What we're able to do is we have these great training partners and training opportunities to help get ServSafe certifications, as well as get in actual hands-on training in knife skills and how to properly cook. We're looking to help build careers in the back of the house so that you're not just a dishwasher, but you're actually progressing and moving on to being line cooks or head chefs at some point, if that is what you want to do. And we also have a connection to be able to work more in the front of the house. And if you feel as if you're the type of person who is a strong leader and would like to become a manager and manage a restaurant, we have an apprenticeship program that allows us to do that. ABCD is the partnership for the actual program itself. I am going to be one of the case managers here for the program. And what we are able to do is give a full year's worth of wraparound services using ABCD's connections in the city, so that you'd have somebody like myself there to kind of help with housing needs, food insecurities, getting transportation to and from work, whatever that is, whatever kind of barrier or hurdle that it is that you might want somebody there to kind of work with. That is what ABCD is going to be able to offer on top of all of the trainings, and then on top of being able to connect you directly with a job here in the city of Boston, in the greater Boston area, with the Massachusetts Restaurant Association. The easiest way to actually apply for this is just going right on to ABCD's website, abcdyouth.org. And right there, you're able to kind of go directly on and apply online. But I also have my contact info here. I know that a lot of the times it's a little easier just to reach out to somebody directly and speak to them about maybe what it is that you're interested in and to ask me some direct questions. So please feel free to take down the office number or my email and directly connect with me. I also would like to give a little bit of time for Jen to talk more about the Massachusetts Restaurant Association's apprenticeship program, which will give you a better look into working towards the front of the house as a manager of a restaurant.
Thanks, Ryan. So the Mass Restaurant Association about 2 years ago created along with the state of Massachusetts apprenticeship standards organization, we created a state and nationally accepted apprenticeship program that is geared more towards front of the house. And what we have done is we've partnered with community colleges in the state. So our participants not only gain industry certifications and industry recognized credentials, they also can earn college credits towards an associate's degree. Currently, we currently have partnerships with Quinsigamond Community College out in the Worcester area and Bunker Hill Community College in Boston. We currently have a group of apprentices working right now, even through the pandemic, at Bunker Hill Community College, and they will come out with all state certifications, so manager, alcohol, sexual harassment, unconscious bias, as well as the new certifications that the Restaurant Association released, which is called Serve Success. So they come out with the second tier of the Serve Success certifications. And best part about this is that it's 100% funded by the state. So you would pay nothing to receive some college credits as well as all of your certifications. If you're interested, I apologize, I don't have a flyer. I found, but I'm gonna message Bethany with my email address, and you guys can, and to anytime email me with any questions that you may have about this program. There is no age limit, there is no age requirement, and there is no CORI, as most, probably the most forgiving industry out there for CORIs is the restaurant industry. So please send me an email if you guys are interested in possibly participating in our apprenticeship program. And that's what she wrote.
Beautiful job. Thank you so much. I would just encourage you, Jennifer and Ryan, to put some information in the chat for those participants who might be interested in following up. We are going to skip, unfortunately, building pathways. Nicole is not able to attend. So we're going to switch over to, and I'm going to stop sharing, sorry. We're going to switch over to CodeSquad, and that's Andrew, Mashawn, and Carisha. So go ahead and take it away.
Good morning. My name is Carisha Tabot, and I'm the lead teaching fellow and curriculum specialist at CodeSquad. It is an honor to be here with Project Opportunity, Mass Hire, and the other organizations on the panel as we share the many opportunities and resources that the City of Boston has to offer. CodeSquad, a nonprofit coding bootcamp, sees 3 challenges that are currently happening in the tech industry. 1, the need for good jobs. One study reported that nearly half of Boston residents earn less than $35,000 per year. However, Boston companies also need IT talents, in particular, software developers. 2, the need for good developers. A 2017 survey found that for every 17 IT jobs opening in Boston, there was only 1 qualified applicant. Nationwide, the US Bureau of Labor Statistics forecasts 1.3 million more IT jobs by 2026. Therefore, software jobs will increase by 24%, which triples the average job growth. And 3, the need for diversity and inclusion. The tech industry is overwhelmingly white and male, denying many companies the benefits of diverse workforce. There are numerous advantages to embracing a diverse workforce, like innovation, quality of products, employee engagement, and decision-making. In response to these challenges, CodeSquad has built a training program for predominantly people of color and women to join the high-paying creative software development economy. CodeSquad welcomes those who are ready to pursue a career change and make an impact in the tech industry. There are many benefits to joining this program, like the training program is free of cost to all admitted students. Thanks to our amazing partnership with Lena Park Community Development, in the past, all CodeSquad classes and events were taught in person in Dorchester, but due to the pandemic, CodeSquad has transitioned from in-person to 100% remote learning. Through our intensive program, you will graduate with the skills that most employers seek in a much shorter time frame compared to a traditional career path. While in the program, we will prepare you for job interviews, update your resume, and make you stand out compared to other job seekers online. You will gain access to our internal network in order to further your job opportunities. Our employment team will connect you with our partners for job opportunities after graduation. And last but not least, be a part of our growing community of graduates, staff, and volunteers to support you as you continue on with your journey. Our curriculum trains you to be a full stack developer in 5 months. During that time, you will learn to build web applications starting with the fundamentals and utilize the latest frameworks in libraries. In terms of specific technologies, we train you in everything from HTML and CSS to JavaScript and Node.js. This will equip you with the skills that most companies in Boston are seeking. Our graduates have found jobs at Athena Health, Curriculum Associates, Education First, Exalt Solutions, Harvard IT Services, Liberty Mutual, Rapid7, Wayfair, and many more, in positions like front-end, back-end, and mobile development, software engineers, quality assurance tester, and they have also found a path to become a freelancer.
Risha, 1 minute.
If you're interested in learning more about CodeSquad, please visit our website at codesquad.org. You are also invited to our HTML workshop that is held on January 11th through the 12th. During this 2-night event, you will learn how to build a small website with industry standard tools. Please visit our website at codesquad.org, apply.html if you're interested in that workshop. And thank you so much for your time.
Well done. Everyone's getting it down. They're like even finishing almost on point for 5 minutes. I really appreciate that. Thanks, Carisha. Next up is City Academy with Herb Bond.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, everyone, for attending. My name is Herb Bond. I'm with the Office of Workforce Development, and this is our City Academy program. This is a program set up for all of the people in Boston who would like to get their CDL credentials and be a productive member of the community, have a good paying job, moving forward with yourself in your career while actually doing something that you can take anywhere in the United States. Currently, our City Academy CDL training program is a very high demand program, and you get your industry credentials of a CDL B license as well as a hoisting 1C2A. These credentials are great for the construction industry, infrastructure, utilities, shipping, the film industry, and it's tied to a lot of great independent jobs as well as union careers as well. Now, the people who are eligible for this particular program must be a Boston area resident. It doesn't matter what area of Boston. You can be from East Boston to Mattapan. You just must be from any of the 23 neighborhoods and be at least 18 years of age or older. We want to make sure that we keep it open on the back end because we want to make sure that we attract people of all different backgrounds, no matter their age or where they come from. We want to make sure that it's an open-ended program and available to anyone who can do the job. You also have to have a valid driver's license as well as a good driving record. This portion is essential to being a CDL driver. You need to have the basics in place as well as demonstrate that you'll be a good driver. And those types of traits are very in demand for a lot of employers. You also have to have your high school diploma or your GED high set. There's also a income guideline, which I'll go over in a little bit, as well as there is a reading comprehension test called the TABE. So this is a basic reading test, Scantron multiple choice test. That's, make sure that everyone that enters the program can actually handle the classroom duties. Also, they must be prepared to undergo a drug test. Now, the drug test will include marijuana because that's the nature of the CDL profession. You go into a national registry database when you get these credentials, and doing so means you have to forego that and other things that you might engage in. So you have to be safe, you have to be clean, and you have to be able-bodied. Also, there is a Department of Transportation physical required to obtain your CDL. Now, this is one of the things that we make sure that we handle on our end so that there's no charge to any of our candidates. This is also a requirement to get your credentials and to be entered into the database. So now that we get into the income guidelines of the portion of the presentation, most of the guidelines are anywhere between $62,000 and $89,000 per year, roughly. And that's all depending on the size of your family. So once we get into people actually applying, we like to verify their income and make sure that we're serving a vulnerable population, a population that paying for the courses and the training would be a huge insurmountable barrier. Now we're going to get into a little bit of the CDL hoisting training timeline. So the timeline is typically 3 months long.
1 minute.
We have info sessions, drug tests, TABE tests, and all of this is leading up to job placements in the private sector, as well as in any number of organizations like Boston Public Works and Sewer. So we're looking for many able-bodied people, many of which are going to be trained by Suffolk Construction. There are partners with the land, as well as Local 25 Teamsters. You'll be exposed to a great organization. So again, this is City Academy. My name is Herb Bond, and please reach out to herbert.bond@boston.gov if you have any further questions or concerns or would like to apply. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you so much. All right, and next up, we have Community Work Services, and I think we have Trevor Taylor and Greg Kaplitz on the call today to help with that. Where are they? You guys ready?
I'm here. I don't know if Greg is going to actually chime in or just be listening, but thank you so much for your time and for inviting us here today. My name is Trevor Talley. I am working with Community Work Services as an employment specialist and a career coach. So a little bit about our organization. We've been around for about 150 years. What we do is we really focus on helping people with various barriers to employment to overcome them. We work with all sorts of different populations and age groups, essentially starting with young adults. And like I said before, we really try to help all individuals in the community, whether you're trying to overcome previous, addiction issues, homelessness, disabilities, and other kind of challenges. As I said before, we're really focused on helping those individuals not only one, understand how to be placed, but also we provide some kind of hands-on training and actually teach them on site, depending on what they're interested in. So they have options to go into commercial cleaning, they can go into food services, they also have production, and we were also doing hospitality and work in that nature prior to everything with COVID happening. So we're trying to kind of revisit that when things get back to normality here, but that really is our focus and our mission. So in addition to what Herb had mentioned about his organization, I do know that people that are coming through the program, depending on if you want to go down that actual career training, depending on the actual area you go down, there is a TABE assessment as well. So that makes sure that we can have people to understand the minimum requirements necessary to go through the course. We do have a lot of wonderful individuals with a lot of experience there to train our folks.
Sure.
And yep.
So do you mind if I just jump in?
Yeah, absolutely.
So my name's Greg Kaplitz. I'm the Culinary Director of Community Work Services. One of the things that I want to make aware to everyone today is that Community Work Services, which is one of the oldest nonprofits in Boston, actually has continued operation. We have been fully functional and have in-person operations that have been running right through this COVID crisis. In fact, part of our culinary training program has been to serve initially first responders and then people who are still food deprived. To date, we have delivered over 52,000 meals and over 500,000 pounds of groceries. So our participants, along with getting trained in culinary services, have been part of a mission that they know is actually accomplishing real, meaningful gains for people in this crisis we live in today. Most of our clientele are people who have had brushes with the law. We have a number of returning citizens as an essential part of our team. We also do a lot of work with young adult homeless, 18 to 24, who also have had brushes with the law. In addition to the commercial cleaning department, we have 3 other programs. We offer Serve Safe manager training, as well as the other Serve Safe programs. They're all part of our program. And unlike a lot of the other programs in the city, we do have a stipend structure. So some of our participants who often need some cash can participate in training. And as they hit training milestones, they receive stipends. Now, this is not a salary, but it is a number that can really help as they begin to start to turn their lives around. We can be seen at communityworkservices.cwsboston.org. I will put my contact information and Trevor's contact information in the chat. And I myself am a returning citizen. The gentleman who runs the training program for commercial cleaning is also a returning citizen. So we understand the issues. We have people who are very good at CORIs. We have a number of very CORI-friendly employers that we've built a long-standing relationship with, including places such as Star Market. And we stand ready, willing, and able to help people who are looking to turn their lives around.
And I'll piggyback off of Greg as well too. After the actual formal training piece, depending on what kind of career path we want to go down, then we also have an employment specialist and career coaches that are going to help these individuals with their resumes, cover letter skills, knowing how to better interview, overcome any of the challenges leading up to that, onboarding, background checks, all that kind of stuff, reference gathering. And after that, we still support you for 1 year of employment as a career coach to make sure that you can keep the job, that you have proper assistance and guiding throughout your path. So, you know, overall great organization, and we're definitely looking forward to working with anyone. And I will share our contact information in the chat section. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Trevor and Greg. That was a great summary. Wonderful. We're moving right along. So Judy Morell from Dress for Success is next, and feel free to share your slides if you have any.
Good morning. I'm Judy, and I am a 9-year volunteer at Dress for Success Boston. Dress for Success is a global organization with offices in 25 different countries. In Boston, we're located on Commonwealth Avenue in the Family Justice Building. We are really for and about women. Our mission is to empower women to achieve economic independence by providing a network of support for them. Some of our clients have had some bad luck, or they've made some bad choices, but they are looking to rejoin the workforce, and we're there to help them do that. We have about 110 volunteers working as mentors, career coaches, and dressers in our suiting program. So you all have programs to get jobs. We dress the women so that they are appropriately attired to go for an interview. So I told you that, okay. Our clients are referred to us through agencies that they're affiliated with. They can't just call up and say, I'd like an appointment. They must be referred. And then they're sent a referral form to fill out with their clothing size and their shoe size and their contact information and who the referring agency is. So that's like key in order to get an appointment. When they arrive for their appointment, they're greeted by a volunteer who is their personal shopper. We have a boutique that is set up like a high-end boutique. It's really beautiful. And they are dressed for an interview. Each client is given a dress and a jacket or a suit, shoes, a bag, 2 pieces of jewelry, maybe a scarf if they need a winter coat. We are giving them a coat as well. When our clients get their jobs, they are invited to call and set up a second appointment without a referral. And then they are given 3 outfits to start their new position. And as I always tell them, then they get a paycheck and they can buy all their own stuff. So what are we doing now? Our boutique is closed, but since necessity is the mother of invention, we have put together a virtual suiting program. So each client is allocated a $100 gift card, and they work with a volunteer who helps to dress them. They go on a website and they, via Zoom, everything is happening via Zoom. There's a shared screen with a website from Amazon, and we have chosen appropriate clothing for them, and they can shop with their volunteer and pick out some outfits to wear for their interviews. And given that they're mostly virtual interviews, it's probably from the waist up. But we do buy them, you know, whatever they need. If they get a job, which we always hope they will, they can come back for a second time and given a $150 gift card, and again, shop for outfits that are appropriate for work. So right now, as this virtual program has started, we have dressed about 47 women, and we continue to get referrals for women who are looking for jobs right now and are looking for clothing. After our women get the jobs, we do have a professional women's group that meets once a month. On an evening, they can come together. They get to bond with women who have been in similar circumstances. They get dinner, and there's usually a guest speaker who has something relevant to talk about: how to stay out of credit card debt, you know, how to assert yourself. And the program has been just wonderful. The women love it. Unfortunately, we can no longer hug them, but hopefully we will be able to again once we reopen. Thank you very much.
Excellent, Judy. Thank you so much. And I know, I think it's safe to say we know someone in our midst amongst the presenters who's benefited personally from that experience. And for those gentlemen in the group, don't worry, we'll take care. We can address your dressing needs too. We'll get to you in a minute. Suits and smiles. Okay, but next up is JVS's Adult Diploma Program, and we have Craig Meisner ready to share a screen. Do you have your slides, Craig?
I do, Susan. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Let me go ahead and share my screen and hope it works.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it did.
And while he's putting that information up, I just want to say that in the chat, there is some information being shared. Folks, just keep in mind that it looks as though you're sharing it with only the panelists. You want to make sure that it's being shared with attendees and panelists. So you might want to just check that. I think Greg and Trevor have to adjust that. Do you need a hand, Craig?
No, I think I've gotten it.
Okay.
I had it open, but Outlook closed me out, so.
Okay. And after Craig will be Sarah, and then Jim, and Rogiato, and Margarita, and Catherine, and then William. So just.
Actually, can you see if Sarah can go first, if she's got her stuff up?
Sarah, would
Yes.
you?
Sure, I'm got it ready.
Okay.
Thanks, Sarah.
Hi, Sure, Craig, no problem. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Chappell-Sokol. I am the Outreach Specialist for the Bridges to College and Careers program at JVS. And I am going to share a PowerPoint about our program. So, slideshow from beginning. So, Bridges to College and Careers is a program where we help you succeed in college and start a career. It is a free 6-month part-time program. We offer academic courses and academic, career, and financial coaching. We provide a smooth transition to Bunker Hill Community College or Quincy College and ongoing career support. And that's even after you have left our program, even after you have left college. We are always here to provide career support for you. And we provide a supportive, caring community. Even online, we are working to provide a supportive, caring community to our students. And this is all at no cost to you. So we have several different pathway options. Our pathways offer the same academic and career coaching, financial skills, and community support, but they prepare you for different college and career paths. And I will talk about each of these paths. We have general studies, business technology, biotechnology, and we also have English for Academic Success, which is a 6-month pre-Bridges program for those who need more English before they're ready for college. So these are our 2 Bunker Hill pathways, general studies and business technology. General studies, we give academic coursework in English and math, and that also includes one prerequisite English class through Bunker Hill and another credit-bearing class called Learning Community Seminar. You get 3 credits. Students have gone on to study subjects such as healthcare, nursing, languages, early childhood education, culinary arts, and many others. If you want to go to college, but you're not sure what you want to study, this may be the right program for you. Then we have business and technology, where we provide academic coursework in English, math, and computer skills. Again, the English class is a Bunker Hill prerequisite class, English 095. And the computer class is CIT 110, which is a prerequisite for many programs of study at Bunker Hill, and that is a credit-bearing class. And in college, students major in topics such as finance, accounting, entrepreneurship, management, engineering, and information technology, and many other programs. Both pathways meet part-time in the mornings. allowing students to manage other responsibilities like jobs or childcare. Class, coaching, homework, and individual appointments with coaches add up to 20 to 25 hours per week. So most of our students do have jobs or other responsibilities. And in both pathways, we help students explore career options and learn job readiness skills. Now I'm going to spend a little time talking about our biotech pathway, which is a really exciting opportunity for those who are interested in science and good at math. We've been hearing a lot about biotechnology lately because of the COVID vaccine, the race for the COVID vaccine. Biotechnology is a broad discipline that uses biological and chemical processes to grow bacteria, which are then used to develop medications and vaccines to address medical conditions or diseases. One of the most well-known is insulin that was created using biotechnological processes. And so we have a partnership with Quincy College. We provide academic coursework in biology and chemistry. After 6 months, students enter the Biotechnology and Good Manufacturing Practice Certificate program at Quincy College. Classes meet part-time in the evenings. That is the same as the certificate program, so it's evenings for 6 months and then at Quincy College. Students explore career options, do industry research, and learn job readiness skills. JVS has really wonderful connections with the biotechnology industry. This is a great opportunity to start a career in a really exciting industry. And we provide support finding a job in the biotechnology sector during and after college. Once at Quincy College, students in the biotech certificate program receive 350 hours of hands-on laboratory experience on state-of-the-art equipment identical to that used in the industry. I've been in that lab. It is pretty awesome. They really get to learn amazing things there. The certificate program at Quincy College takes approximately 1 year to complete. And after completing the certificate program, students get a job in the biotech industry. Some students also go on to earn an associate degree or bachelor's degree. What a lot of our students do is get the certificate, get a job, and then their company helps to pay for their education, which is a great deal.
Sarah, you have minutes to wrap it up.
1 minute? Okay.
Like 30 seconds, actually.
30 seconds. Oh my gosh. Okay. Eligibility, you need to be eligible for federal financial aid, and that includes being a citizen, a green card holder, a refugee, or having asylee status granted. You need a high school diploma or the equivalent from anywhere in the world, and intermediate or higher spoken and written English. Our next cycle starts in January, and after that, the cycle after that will begin in July. So we will start recruiting for that in April. As of now, our classes are online. Who knows about the future? The program is at no cost to students. And when students finish the 6-month pathway at JVS and go to college, that does cost money, but we help you apply for financial aid. And JVS is working to support students. There's my timer. With access to technology. So make sure to let us know what technology you need when you fill out your application. This is my information. I will also put this in the chat. Visit our website, jvsboston.org/bridges for more information and to apply. Thank you so much. And I look forward to hearing from you.
Super. Thank you, Sarah. I'm sorry I didn't give you proper time to wrap it up.
That's totally fine.
And you can also put that information in the chat feature on how to follow up. I did put the JVS website in there.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay. And then Craig, shall we come back to you? Are you ready?
Yeah. It would be like a day without sunshine if we didn't have tech issues. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So,
Craig is talking about JVS's adult diploma program.
Right. Okay, great. Okay. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Thank you. Again, I'm sorry for the technical issue. My name is Craig Misner. I'm the manager of academic services at JVS, which encompasses both the Bridges to College program that Sarah just spoke about and the adult diploma pathway. So I'm here to talk about ADP. Okay. Basically, the adult diploma pathway is a free daytime and nighttime program for students to get a real diploma from Boston Public Schools, okay, for adults. It runs year round. Anyone who's 20 years or older who has not received their high school diploma, and there are some things that we know that can derail employment, not having a high school diploma and having trouble gaining access to post-secondary education. So basically, it's like going to high school. So instead of taking the GED or the high set, which is a little bit difficult to pass, we offer the full range of classes like math, English, science, social studies, and also for the seniors, we have a financial literacy and career readiness, college and career readiness class. Students will complete portfolios, actually because we're virtual now. Basically, it's a competency-based program that you don't get graded in, but you get graded on your work by the Boston Public Schools, okay? Because that's who we're affiliated with. When you graduate, you will receive, like I said, a diploma from the Boston Central Adult High School, okay? And that's a real life high school diploma. Classes run Monday through Friday. Students receive schedules based on their availability. It's as fast or as slow as you want to make it. We've had students finish in 18 months. We've had students that have been with us for 8 years. So it's all about as much time as you can free up your availability to participate in the class and finish the track, you know, fast, slow, or, you know, however you want to do it. And you can always switch back and forth between semesters. So the length of the program, again, depends on skill level, student motivation, and the number of classes that you take each semester. Okay. So when we were live, we were taking field trips. We have guest speakers. We'd have lunchtime events. We still do some of that stuff. Although, you know, in a virtual world, we can't really have a potluck anymore, nor would we want to right now. So we are, you know, still doing our best. And actually, we have a lot more participation now than we did when we were on site, which is kind of believable, but a little bit unbelievable. When you graduate, you get the whole cap and gown. You get to walk down the aisle at the State House. That's where we held our graduations. Of course, now they're virtual. With ADP support, graduates, again, go on to, a lot of our graduates go on to what Sarah was talking about, which is the Bridges to College program. So we offer next steps. We either offer next steps in employment for these folks, next step in skills training. It could be the Farm Tech program or a CNA program, or they can come into Bridges to College. Okay, I'm going to put this up. Kelly Hines is actually my outreach specialist for this program. She couldn't be here today. I will put her website, her email into the chat, and you can contact her via email, and she will guide you through what the next steps are.
Well done.
Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Craig. All right. We are moving right along. So next up is Project Place, and we have Jim Carey and Nate Root joining us today.
Thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate the opportunity, and thank you to Bethany and the entire Project Opportunity team. At Project Place, we're really proud to have the partnerships with Mass Hire and with Project Opportunity, and especially Kevin Sibley and the Mayor's Office of Returning Citizens. So with that, I'm going to start our slideshow right away. Well, let me. There we go. Okay, wonderful. So Project Place is a workforce development agency located in Boston, Massachusetts, down on Washington Street at the corner of East Berkeley and Washington Street. Our mission statement, we promote a community of hope and opportunity for homeless and low-income individuals by providing skills and education resources that are needed to obtain and sustain employment and housing. So really what we look to do is create economic stability for and housing stability for our clients. And within Project Place, we have a fairly large reentry department that I'll get to in a second. But our reentry mission and our statement is providing a path to success and self-sufficiency for men and women returning to the community after incarceration through a sense of belonging to Project Place in a community that maintains high standards of accountability. Participants can thrive as they pursue their goal of stabilization through employment. Now, all of our programs at Project Place are CORI-Friendly. You'll be assigned, and I'll talk about this in just a second, you'll be assigned an individual case manager. And through that, most of our programs also have stipends and other milestones. And through that process, we will keep in touch with you and have continued coaching for no less, career coaching for no less than 2 years with your case manager. And Nate Root will talk about some of that in a minute as well. Here's a sample pathway for our reentry, for a simple reentry pathway for Project Place. We have 2 primary entry points, either through stabilization. When you first get home, if we can help coordinate some of your various medical and mental health needs, if there is that possibility. We do have clinicians on staff, as well as, or we can put you straight into our Work Ready program, which Nate is going to talk a little bit more about this. But these are the 2 primary points, but there are oftentimes that clients come in and it's best for them to enter directly into career development, and the case management process will pick them up and assist them with that as we go through. Our reentry team is led by Beth Carter. She's just a dynamic person and wonderful. And many of our reentry team have lived experience. So we develop our approach to our case management through the lens of understanding what reentry and CORI involvement and system impact has on an individual as they're coming home. Our reentry services and programs include one-on-one case management, as I mentioned before. We have housing, employment, and other. We address housing, employment, and other CORI challenges through your case management. We have a crew program, which is a special program for women in reentry. And then we've designed courses and programs developed around reentry with that special lens, including financial math and budgeting for society, entrepreneurship and anger management course, parenting and reentry strategies for families, and other courses in conjunction with the education department. We also have a very strong partnership with Tufts University Prison Initiative at Tisch College and the My Turn program, in which individuals and clients are potentially able to enter into a 10-month-long program and earn free Tufts University credits. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Nate. And Nate,
thanks, Jim.
Thanks.
So as he was saying, we have our Work Ready class, which is all about building your resumes, your cover letters, your interview skills, and your technology skills to really prepare you for a job. This is a 4-week class, so it's very easy to get in and get out and get the things that you need to get into sort of the job market, make sure you're looking for the right jobs. And once you complete that class, Jim, if you want to flick the slide, there we go. This is a Tech Goes Home class. This is for more people that really need basic technology skills. We can do that through this program. And then following that, you would go into our transitional employment, which are 3 social enterprises that give you sort of on-the-job training and something to put on your resume and give you a reference to really help you in those interviews with your future jobs. And then employment placement, which is what I do. This is with our many employee partners who are looking to hire our clients. They reach out to us and we give them really great candidates, and especially working with Mass Hire, we do get them set up for success. I think that's it.
Oh, good. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure if I didn't want to interrupt. Thank you. I know you had to rush it a little at the end there. I apologize. Thank you both. Okay, so next up is, let's see, Resilient Coders, and Rugiatu Diallo is going to be presenting. Rugiatu, are you ready? I think you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
I can, yeah, that's great.
Awesome. Can you see my screen?
We can, yes, perfect.
Perfect. So let's go. So my name is Rugiatu Diallo, and I will be presenting about Resilient Coders. We are a workforce development program in coding, so very similar to CodeSquad, but I'll share a bit more about what we provide. So Resilient Coders, I just want to start with our why. Why do we exist? Our goal is really to build economic resiliency in Black and Brown communities in the greater Boston area. And we do that by providing access to software engineering through training, placement, and support. And I'll go a bit more about how we do this, but really the goal is our Black and Brown communities have been left behind, and we need to build pathways for our communities to catch up and reduce the racial wealth gap. And so we operate in a very niche industry, but that is the overall goal. So why Resilient Coders? So we provide access to automation resilient careers, right? So what's happening in our communities right now is that they depend on jobs that are going to be automated, right? So think about retail or driving and all of these things where a lot of our communities depend on those jobs, and those jobs are going to be automated. And so if you want our communities to be resilient to changes in the economy, we need to provide access and pathways to automation resilient careers. And so I'm sharing a little bit about what that means in practice in terms of impact for you all. In 2019, 88% of our graduates found jobs as software engineers with an average salary of $98,000. This is really big growth. And this is full-time jobs as software engineers at big companies. In 2020, we had a pandemic. Things were a bit uncertain, but we still managed to keep those numbers pretty high. And 80% of our graduates were placed in jobs with an average salary of $80,000. We've just finished our last cohort the first week of December. They hadn't even graduated yet that most of them had already found jobs at companies like Amazon, Athena Health, Liberty Mutual, HomeSite. And so, that's kind of a testament to the fact that software engineering is a job that's here to stay. And even when there are big shocks to the economy, there's still demand for software engineers in Boston. And one thing that I do want to emphasize is that those numbers track with our CORI. So we are CORI-friendly, and our people who have CORIs usually have similar kind of outcomes as people who don't have CORI. The other thing is that we are radically free. So I'll go a bit more about what that means for us, but just so you know that this program is completely free of cost. You don't pay anything like for-profit boot camps, but also we do provide a stipend to everyone who joins our program. The other thing is that we have an inclusive pedagogy. So as I said, our goal is to really focus on our communities of color. And that means thinking about what are the barriers that have made it so that our communities of color don't have access to the regular pathways to software engineering, and how can we create a program that actually goes against those barriers, like things like not testing not doing SAT style testing, things like not requiring a degree, making sure that when we work on projects together, you learn through project building rather than learning through memorization or like weird proxies for what is supposed to be someone who's capable of doing the work. And the last thing that I want to say about why Resilient Coders is that the community has your back. We are extremely community focused. The staff has your back, right? The alumni who are with us have your back. The mentors that are there have your back. And so we are really working all together to make sure that you are successful. One thing that we say is that our program is completely free, but if you make it and if you go through till the end of the program and you become become a coder, we expect you to come back to the community and give back, because that's what makes us successful. The other thing that I want to share is a bit more about our program. So we are 20 weeks of high intensity training. Our stipend is $500 every 2 weeks. No one gets rich off of that, but it helps. We're currently remote, but normally it's in person, and you have access to a 24-hour co-working space. And we offer continued support, a community of learning, and we do also have programs from our alumni who are trying to advance in their careers. Quickly about our recruitment process, eligibility, so you have to be low income. We focus only on people of color because that's what the goal is, reducing the racial wealth gap. 18 to 30 years old, and we prioritize people who don't have a degree. Obviously, we're CORI-friendly, and then the process is you come to a hackathon, you do a phone interview with us, and then we include you in our program. So we have a bootcamp starting in January, which we have already recruited for, but the next one is going to be in July. And so you could apply in March, April 2021. So here's more information about us. If you want to find out more, I will link that as well to the chat. So again, my name is Rugi. Feel free to email me if you have any more questions. Thank you.
Great. I would love for you to put those links in the chat, please. That would be terrific, Rugiato. Okay, and moving on, we're making good progress here. Yep, 12 o'clock. Okay, so Suffolk Construction is next, and that's Margarita. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Margarita Polanco. I'm a National Trade Partner Diversity Manager with Suffolk Construction. I first want to just thank the City of Boston for including us in this presentation, as all of these careers are very important. All of this training is very important, but from my perspective and where I'm coming from is from the general contractor's perspective about CORI-friendly careers in construction and why it's a high demand, a high need for Boston residents, people of color, and especially women in our industry. I don't have a formal presentation. What I'm coming in today is as an active supporter and an advocator for people to come into the construction industry because it's lucrative. It's a career. It's not just a job. And there are a lot of people on this call here today that help you get the skills and training that you need to get into our industry, which is really, really important. It's the skills, it's the capacity, it's the understanding about how you get your foot in the door, but how do you make a career about it? And so I just want to thank you guys again for having me here. I've been with Suffolk for about almost 4 years now. Part of my role as a National Trade Partner Diversity Manager, and in my role for the last 4 years, is to ensure that we are meeting a certain quota on our job sites to hire Boston residents, people of color, and women in the industry. It's really important for us right now. A lot of the work that we do for the residents is to ensure that we have clear partnerships and to fulfill a pipeline of residents and people of color coming into the industry. And we partner with building pathways, with Youth Build, with City Academy on initiatives to ensure that there is on-site job training for people to come into construction. Construction is CORI-friendly. We see a lot of people who need a second chance, who have been incarcerated, who have gone through a lot of troubles throughout their lives, anytime between when they were younger until, many phases of their adulthood. And what we always say is that we do, just as much as the City of Boston, believe in second chances, and that construction allows you to have this second chance to move forward with a career in construction. We work primarily in a unionized market, but not to say that we don't do non-union work as well. We do a lot of open shop work. We do not hire directly, but we do work with our subcontractors and with our union partners to ensure that they are taking applications for Boston residents, people of color, and women, to ensure they're being interviewed, and to ensure that they're having an opportunity to showcase what their skills are. Or if you have no skills at all, and that's what we face with a lot, people that don't have skills but just need an opportunity to get their foot in the door. And so a part of our work, and I'm not just myself, I'm a team of 5 here in Boston, Massachusetts. We help you get through the interview process. We act as a referral support, and we like to meet one-on-one to ensure that you're getting all of the resources that you need from, not just from us, but also from the city of Boston, to get training and access to opportunity on our job sites. A lot of the other things that we kind of do, we do a lot of informal OSHA training, but this spring we're going to be running OSHA 30 training, in which I'm working with our teams and our safety directors right now to ensure that we're not just taking it to 10 hours of OSHA, we're taking it to a step ahead, 30-hour OSHA training to get your certifications and understanding what safety looks like on the job site, how you can become much more safer in your work that you do, and how to be, more safer in your trade, which is really, really important for us. Another aspect of the work that we do is that, we see a lot of people that are walking onto the job sites, as a walk-on application referral, and that don't have experience. We take on-site job applications just to ensure that we're directing you to the right partners, to the right people in the city to help you get training and access to the jobs that you're interested in. We understand that construction is a very tough market to be a part of. COVID has not stopped us. It did initially, but now that we're moving into more safer practices, we understand that there's a high demand for skilled construction workers in our industry, and we need people to come in who really want to take this very seriously. So I say that with strong pride, that I hope that people take this as an opportunity to understand that your union halls are down the street from you. They're in your local neighborhoods. If you need more information, I'm going to send out all of my email and access and contact information to direct you to the right union hall to apply to the right resources that you need to get on a job site, to get some basic skills and training, but more importantly, so that I can contact you this spring for OSHA 30 training. I'm here to act as an advocate and a support system. Again, as I've mentioned throughout this call, I appreciate everyone that has, offered their services, but as the largest general contractor in the Northeast, we want to act as an advocate for the residents of Boston, as an advocate for our partnerships with the city, and to ensure that everyone is receiving a job that in their neighborhood that deserves it, because they have the skills, they have the training, and they have the ability to do the work. And that's what I'm here for today. And so again, I want to thank you all. I'm going to pass along my contact information, and I hope to hear from everyone on this call sooner than later. And thank you.
Thank you, Margarita. That's really helpful. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Catherine Piscine. I hope I got your last name right, with Suits and Smiles. So if you felt left out when Dress for Success presented, this is your opportunity. And Catherine, I am hopefully sharing the slide of the flyer you gave us.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Catherine Piscine, and I'm with Project Smile, the nonprofit organization. And we help different programs. The program here to talk to today is about Suits and Smiles. And basically, we're the male equivalent of Dress for Success. We work exclusively with men, and we provide job interview and work attire at no cost for men in need. We are located in Boston. It's 24 Heath Street in Jamaica Plain. It's literally a 2-minute walk from the Jackson Square T station. We also have parking available, so it's very easy to get to. Similar to Dress for Success, we are a referral-based program. So it's 100% referral-based, so you just can't walk in kind of off the street type thing, but you can reach out to social worker. We partner with a lot of the other agencies that are actually here today. So if your agency that you're working with, if your worker is not familiar about this program, you can actually bring this flyer to them and ask them to reach out to us for a referral. So just pretty easy. It's a simple form to fill out, and then either you can get in contact with us directly or have a caseworker or a social worker or somebody who's helping you get in touch with us to make an appointment on your behalf. Yeah, so our goal is to provide men with a complete professional outfit for a job interview, either a full suit or dress pants, dress shirt, blazer that go together, dress shoes, belts, ties, whatever you need. So it is one outfit. And then once you get employed, you can come back to us and you can receive an additional outfit or other outfits that you will need for work. All of our items are excellent condition. We have some, it's all clean, all ready to go. We have some really amazing clothes that come in. And like I said, it's all at no cost. It is referral based. So you will need to make an appointment. And that's how it works. So it's very simple. We've just started in January and it was really exciting to get up and running. Unfortunately, we did have to close down for a couple of months, then we reopened. We did have to close down again due to COVID, but we are planning to reopen back in January and we'll be accepting referrals and appointments hopefully in January. So that's the upshot. And we look forward to helping some guys that need clothes for interviews.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, and now I'm going to turn it over to William Watkins from the Urban League for Eastern Massachusetts. William.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Susan. I want to thank the mayor's office and Bethany, Dr. Rufus, Falk, and the rest of the team there at Project Opportunity. The Urban League is an institution that's been around for 101 years. Doing the work that many of my friends on this Zoom call is talking about, and that's moving people from dependency to self-sufficiency. Many people have asked me during this time, what would you suggest to someone who is looking for a job right now? The first thing I would suggest to them is take this opportunity to reskill yourself, to upskill yourself. All these programs that you just heard about, if you have not taken down a phone number or a name or an email, you have just done yourself a disservice. One thing we found out through this pandemic is that there's a digital divide, a strong digital divide in our community. And you've heard about a lot of programs here where we're online, virtually. Doing this sort of work. So we've had to pivot, like many of my partners here. I can tell you about the Urban League. The Urban League has been providing job training and service since 1919. We have helped to unionize Black and brown workers in the Longshore's Union in the 1930s. We helped to break the industry, the retail industry in the 1950s with women being able to work at Filene's basement. We have been able to engage in the civil rights movement in terms of voting rights. And we've been fighting for the longest for breaking the digital divide and creating a bridge to that pathway. So the Urban League has been engaged in trying to make sure that we're well positioned to take on the jobs of the future. We have job training in customer service and leadership skills, which we're doing in partnership with Starbucks, where we'll be training individuals from the opening to a close of a store. And that training is not necessarily just specifically for Starbucks, but it'd be leadership training that you can take to any industry. We also do work around computer literacy, making sure that individuals know how to turn on a computer, know how to access the software programs such as Google Docs and a lot of things that we're doing right now just on the Zoom call, from the PowerPoints. We also provide training in graphic design. One of the things that interests me was that there was a sign at South Station, and the sign said it was for a cellular phone company. And they said you could find your phone in a suburban area, but you can find it in the urban, you would be able to find it in the urban area. That said a lot, because that meant that someone of those neighborhoods wasn't at that table. Because if they were at that table, they could have stopped that message from going out. So we train people in graphic design work. We also have a coding program, MSimbo, Swahili for code. And we have been working with individuals regardless of their lot in life. It doesn't matter if you have a CORI. We don't have a specific CORI program because everyone that comes through our doors is welcome. We provide training in soft skills, hard skills. We offer case management, financial literacy, job placement, and our training programs are Section 30. Section 30 meaning if you're unemployed, your unemployment benefits won't be infringed upon because you're taking this training. You don't have to be a Boston resident, but sure, all are welcome. All we ask that you be 18 years of age or older. There's no age limit to any of our programs. All of our programs are free, so take full advantage of them. We also offer resources to small businesses and entrepreneurs and thought leaders to utilize our space. Is basically a home office for you. But currently, because of COVID, we're not open for the general public. But once we are, we have a brand new space for you to occupy. The Urban League has been able to put people in the industry in coding at Liberty Mutual, Wayfair, Vertex, and a whole slew of others. We've been able to put people in other industries as well as financial industries, as State Street Bank. So if you're looking for programs, you've seen and heard all of them here today, and there should not be one program that you walk away from this call today and say it's not for me. If you do have that in your mind, think about what you can share with someone else. It is for someone else then. If it's not for you, it's for someone else. So share that with them. Our program also provides college credits too, and we could talk more about that. I want to leave you with this. The drums of Africa beat in my heart. They will not let me rest while there's a single Negro boy or girl without the chance to prove his or her worth. That quote is from Mary McLeod Bethune. And that's how you should live, is that you should not leave any stone unturned, because you are an example for the young people to come. Thank you.
Thank you, William. That's great. All right. There are many programs to choose from and lots of opportunity here. This is wonderful. I think we want to turn it over to questions, and I haven't seen any come in. So if the attendees are being shy, now is the perfect time to raise your questions. In the meantime, panelists, if you haven't taken the opportunity to put some contact information, web links, anything of that nature in the chat for all to see, not just panelists, but panelists and attendees, please do that now. And we'll just pause and wait for questions to arise. So keep in mind, there's at the bottom of your screen, attendees, there's both a Q&A and a chat area. And we'd like you to check those and ask any questions that have come up from today. There's so many great resources.
Susan, I just want to say that with all these resources here, one of the great things is so many of us collaborate together, and we work so well together and really work hard together to make sure that we can help everybody out. So I want to encourage the attendees that if they are considering they can participate in more than one program. In fact, many times will at Project Place will refer somebody to a program that better suits their needs. So I think I just want to thank all the panelists for their collaborative efforts.
Absolutely, Jim. I think that's a tremendous point. And I'm certainly familiar with all of your programs, and at Mass Hire Downtown Boston, that's sort of our role, is to learn more about you, understand what it is that you're trying to accomplish, and to direct you to the right place so that you can be successful and move forward. So absolutely, thank you for mentioning that. Did any of the panelists have any last thoughts that they wanted to say that they didn't have the opportunity because I was so ruthless with the timekeeping? And I apologize, that's just my job.
I just wanted to say thank you for, again, coordinating this effort here to bring everybody in the room. I don't know everyone, but I have referred many of the residents in the city of Boston and outside the city of Boston to Mass Hire, to JVS, to the Office of Returning Citizens, to a number of people here. And I'm just happy to put faces to names, because this is what this is all about. This is a collective effort across the city to ensure people are getting jobs, and more importantly, jobs, careers. So I want to thank everybody for being on this call today in a collective effort.
Thanks, Margarita. Well said. All right. Well, since I'm not seeing any questions come in, I'm going to take a moment to give you a brief tour of the Mass Hire Downtown Boston website, mainly because there's a hidden agenda, a lot of opportunities here as well. So if you haven't ever come to our offices downtown, as soon as COVID is gone, come on down. It's a beautiful space, very inviting, open, airy. This is a little picture of our welcome center. We have tips on how to become a member, which is a free process. And once you do, it really entitles you to access to a ton of different resources. I'm going to swing over here to look at our events calendar. Every month we have really a gazillion of workshops that address all types of steps throughout the job search process. So we'd like you to take a look at that. I'm going to go back to the homepage and mention that even during COVID, we are doing everything remotely. And we have some tremendous resources here on this page. One, you can set up an appointment for a one-on-one session with a career coach remotely. And so that is, you can do that right here. We also have a very new feature called the Talent Match Portal, and this will allow us and you to tell us what kind of job you're looking for and to submit your resume and some information about yourself as a job seeker. And we will match opportunities to you and send them to your email. Like, you don't even have to leave your house. It's amazing. So, and we even can make referrals to employers. We also host a lot of different recruitments and events, and we're planning a job fair for January 28th, which is just getting rolling because we're inviting employers now. But we encourage you to come back to our website and to always scroll down and just take a look at these events that are sort of below the fold so you can get a sense of what's going on. We have a theme coming up for January because it's the new year. It's also a chance for new beginnings for many people who are experiencing job loss due to COVID. So a lot of the employers coming on board for that January job fair are looking to meet people who are interested in switching careers and ready to sort of learn a new trade. So there's a lot happening every month, every week, every day at Mass Hire, and we encourage you to come and join us. I think I'll stop there and pass it back to Bethany. And also, thank you very much, presenters. You all did a fabulous job, and you didn't make me have to be difficult and cut you off, which was, I really appreciate. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Susan, for doing such a fantastic and fabulous job at moderating. You're always so great at what you do, and we're super excited at the City of Boston and the Office of Workforce Development to have a partner in you and Mass Hire Downtown Boston and Doreen Tracy. You guys have been incredible. in planning this event as well as the last event. So thank you again for your partnership. And thank you all for tuning in for our last virtual panel of 2020, highlighting CORI-Friendly job training and education resources in the city of Boston. We here at the City of Boston and Project Opportunity, the Mayor's Office of Workforce Development, in partnership with Mass Hire Downtown Boston, are really here to support residents impacted by their CORI, who are looking for, CORI-friendly jobs and job training opportunities and educational opportunities. And we could not do that without the support of our presenting partners here today. So I want to again express our deepest gratitude for our partners who presented, the City of Boston City Academy CDL program, Suffolk Construction, ABCD Hopes program, CodeSquad, Community Work Services, Dress for Success, JVS Adult Diploma and Bridges to College and Careers programs, Project Place, Resilient Coders, Suits and Smiles, and the Urban League of Eastern Massachusetts. Susan, did I get everyone? I hope I did. Okay, so super thrilled about our partnership, and today's panel, I think, was timely and helps folks prepare for 2021. I'm so excited that we were able to pull this, put this together. I also want to close again by extending special thanks to Mayor Walsh for the charge to support residents impacted by CORI and our returning citizens, to Trin Nguyen and the Project Opportunity team, Kevin Sibley, Davo Jefferson, Talia Wright Rivera have been incredible in launching Project Opportunity this past July. So has the Office of Workforce Development team and the Lawyers Clearinghouse, and of course all of you. Thank you so much to the service providers and partnering organizations, interested residents and residents impacted by CORI. We really could not do this work without your partnership. We ask that you do please share this information with your networks. Share information about our CORI sealing and expungement program. Folks can make an appointment, or you can refer folks to make an appointment for free legal consultation through the Project Opportunity webpage. If you're eligible, a candidate would be, fully represented in the process of sealing or expunging their CORI by volunteer lawyers from law firms and corporations in the city in partnership with Lawyers Clearinghouse. Also very thrilled about that partnership. Also on the Project Opportunity website, you'll find this recording and recordings of events like our October CORI-Friendly Employment Resource Fair with Mass Hire and Suffolk County Sheriff's Department, and also find a video about entrepreneurship opportunities for residents impacted by CORI, and so many more. So we do hope that you take advantage of the many amazing resources that you've heard about today, and we'll learn about through the recordings of previous events. Also, please do stay in touch. Let us know how you make out. We are a pilot initiative that launched in July, as I mentioned, and we really do welcome your feedback and experiences as we continue to build out the second phase for 2021. And finally, we hope you all will be safe and be well. And thank you again for joining us. Hope you have a great rest of your day, everyone.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Yes, happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, everyone. Take care.
Be safe.
Be safe.